What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today on this video we are going over the lessons I learned from Ryan Pineda. Last week we just went out, we golfed with them for 5 hours, and here's what we learned. So guys, last week me and Chandler spent about we did spend $5,000 to go golfing with Ryan Pineda. We got there about 8 o'clock. He came in. We actually were a little bit delayed. We didn't start until about 9 o'clock, so we had about an hour of conversation, built some rapport, relationship, and then we went golfing. But the whole point of this is, the reason we did this is so we can build a relationship and obviously gain knowledge from Ryan. So during the time golfing, obviously we're asking tips and tricks and what he thinks we should do and how we should do it. And obviously we want to get our media up as well for our company and for us personal, more importantly, our personal brand, because that's where you can leverage and you can create other entities and businesses around that, like Ryan has done, right? I think he has over 7, 8, probably 9 companies. I don't know, right? Maybe even more than that. And, he did over 15 million last year in revenue. And you can see that's on his YouTube channel, right? So go check that out if you already don't follow him. But let's get down to it. What are some of the big things we learned? Well, I know I just saw Chandler's video on the things he's learned. But one of the big things I took away too as well is just the mindset Ryan has, right? Ryan's way ahead of us, in business. He's doing crazy numbers, has a bunch of companies. But the mindset he has is he's constantly thinking of bigger and bigger ideas, right? And I know a lot of us think of that, but he's actually doing it, right? And not only does he actually think of it, these big ideas, but he puts them he implements them right away. And how does he do that? By people, right? He talked to us about most of his companies have that COO role. They have that integrator role, which we've learned from one of our mentors, Gary Harper, is that, I'm not going to start a business until I have an integrator or an operations guy to run the day-to-day and run the thing. My job is just to create, business and flow to that company through my personal brand, right? And that's what Ryan's done. I know he has e-commerce business. Well, people go to him, and then he pushes it to the guy that actually runs the whole thing. And people come to him. That's where they get their customers, because of his brand, right? So the big thing here is he takes, one of the big things here is he takes his big ideas and he finds people to implement them, which is like my one video I did previously on who, not how, right? Another big thing I learned from him is go as hard as you can in your personal brand, which we all knew this, right? But hearing it from this man and actually seeing how he's done it and telling us how he does it is crazy. I didn't even think about it. This guy has a full team. Ryan has a full team, just like I do in my wholesale team. Accountability chart built out for every role in his producer or his videographer personal brand company, right? So he has a producer up top, he has a content manager, he has editors, he has all these people in here, different departments, and under that they're separated. And here's an editor for TikTok, here's an editor for YouTube, right? It's a full company down there. And yes, you got to spend a lot of money to be in that role, but hey, what is that return on investment? We just paid him $5K to go golfing. Many other people have, just because of his brand. Many other people bought his courses. His personal brand is the biggest thing, and I think that's what really hit home for us on this on the trip with Ryan. So I think that was very, very important. That was probably one of the biggest lessons, right? And I think the third most important thing of that whole trip that really is not going to make sense to a lot of normal people, which I know on this channel, we're not normal, right? The squad's here, right? We're the hardcore entrepreneurs. And it's the fact that you're building a relationship with someone like that, right? So a lot of people are like, you spend $5,000? I would never do that. My TikTok's blowing. Go check out my TikTok, right? Gino Palumba. You would be dying laughing, people's responses when I put it on there. I kind of clickbait them, but still I love it, get them a little bit triggered. But the fact is, people were like, you never would spend $5K to go hang out with someone, especially golf. I would never do this. It's not worth it. It's a scam. Just the relationship we gained there. I mean, this is a guy that knows tons of people. And I'm not just talking about real estate. Tons of people in the influencer space, right? And it all goes back to the saying is you're one person away. One person away. And that means if I'm struggling with something, I bet you I can call Ryan up, and especially if it's social media, and he can put me into that one in contact with that one person that's killing it there, right? You're just one relationship away of, becoming, hugely successful in whatever you're trying to accomplish, right? Because if you can partner, take advice from someone that, maybe they're a master at Twitter, right? They have a huge Twitter following and they know how to grow it. Well, I'm sure, right? And I'm just hypothetically saying this in the case for Ryan, but I bet you I can text Ryan and say, hey, who's the best person you know at Twitter? Well, it's probably some big time, guy, and he can just simply put me in contact with him. I know he knows Graham Stevens real well, right? And that guy's killing it on YouTube. Hey, if I need something from him, hey, I need some advice. Ryan's one text away. He's a relationship away if you're putting me in contact with him, right? I'm not saying I'll become best friends with the guy or that we're going to run off on the golden brick road, but the thing is, you're one relationship away from changing your business, changing your life. So why would you not spend $5,000, right, to go golfing with this guy? Build a relationship with them. Learn the knowledge stuff, just icing on the cake, but build that relationship with someone that's doing the business, killing the business, that can lead you into so many different, doors down the way, especially at our age of me and Chandler when we're at 22, 23, and we get so much years to come, God willing, and we can use these relationships that we're building with everybody, right? We're finding these people, these these relationships that can help us get to our house, right? Going back to the previous videos, I think it was the previous video or the video for that, the who, not how. Ryan's our who. If I need to figure out how to do something advanced that I feel that one of his, his group of audience or his group of influence, his friends can help me with, he's my who to get me in touch with them, right? It all goes back to, it's a relationship. And I thought it was very, very beneficial, such a good investment. It's going to return 10-fold, 50-fold of that $5,000 that we invested with them. But those are the three of the biggest things I took away with and that reinforced into my mind when I went out and me and Chandler went golfing with Ryan. So again, if you guys got some value from this video, if you feel, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe you feel like it was a waste of money. I mean, obviously it wasn't your money, but if you feel like you wouldn't do the same thing, leave it down below. Let me know why, and I'd love to talk to you about it. And please, again, share this video, like, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it, and thanks for watching.